What's up guys, Goatee Gear, checking out this new knife that I got from Tops. You all know and love Tops knives. They make some of the craziest knives out there and they last. They're bomb proof. So if you wanted to check out this one that I just picked up from Optics Planet. So this is the Tops Fieldcraft B.O.B knife. And this one was put together by the Brothers of Bushcraft. They were a couple of guys that were working with Tops knives to perfect some of the bushcraft style knives that they had in their portfolio. And this one's got quite a few details about it that I absolutely fell in love with. That Scandinavian grind was fucking sick. And I just don't see many knives like that. And so I picked it up and I was like, man, this has to be the one that I get. And I really love the fact that it comes with a Kydex sheath. I mean, that was one of the prior things that I was looking for. I'm tired of those nylon sheaths. They look awful. They need to die. So I found this one. It comes with a knife, a nice Kydex sheath. It also has a ferro rod and a slot for the ferro rod in the actual sheath. So if you're just wanting to carry this thing around while you're out hiking, while you're outdoors, while you're doing your overland adventure, this would be a knife that you could keep on you, and you got to have everything you need if you want to have some basic survival necessities on you. Some more technical aspects of it is it does have a 10.5 ounce weight. So, I mean, you can be the judge whether you think that's too heavy or too light. For me, I think it's fine. I'm a big guy, so carrying a 10.5 ounce knife around with me is not going to kill me. As far as thickness, it's almost a quarter of an inch thick. It's 0.19 inches thick. So you get a nice beefy piece of steel, and it's 1095 high carbon steel. So quick caveat with high carbon steel, you always want to make sure that you store it lubed in some type of solvent, so that way you can prevent any type of rusting, because any high carbon steel blade is going to attract rust, and more so if you live closer to the ocean like I do. So make sure you keep it nice and lubed up. You never have enough lube, you know what they say. The other thing I liked about this knife was it does have the nylon micarta handles. I like those better than the G10 grips. The nylon micarta just has it's got a nice patina as you keep it. It gets dirty, it gets oily. I mean, personally, I like to throw a little of the gun oil that I have on the micarta handle, just to keep it preventative from getting like weird stains on it. The oil, as it kind of seeps into the micarta, kind of gives it a nice cool finish as it wears. One of the other things I also liked about it is it does have a frictionless bow drill divot on the handle. So if you're like extra hardcore, going caveman style, and you want to pull out a fire and impress your friends, it does have one of those things. It does have a thumb scallop on the hilt, so you can add, you can choke up on it, get your thumbs nice and high if you're doing some nice tight work, some more detail type stuff. And then it also has an exposed pommel scraper for that striking the ferro rod. So it gives you all the little necessities that you need. It's nice, it's compact, it's not overly obnoxious. You're not going to be that guy walking around with a big fucking knife and people think you're an idiot. So this is a good size. Absolutely love it. The color I went with was the kind of a brownish micarta with that stonewashed blade. I think it's got a nice look to it, especially with that Scandinavian grind coming up high. It has like a two-tone metal finish, which I think is really good. I think one of the things that I would prefer not having on the knife would be the giant billboard branding, but it's Tops knives. What are you going to do? It's a knife. It's serving a function. It's not necessarily made to look pretty. So if it's on there, it's on there, but personal preference. The other thing I also like is if you decide over time, or if your handle pieces break, you can always change out the micarta handles. It does have two screws on there on both sides, so you can just replace them and remove them, change out colors. Going with your BC, your everyday carry, you're going to have, you want to match your shoes, whatever, you can always change it out. They've got lots of different colors. So anyway, hope you guys like it. You should definitely check it out. It's got a nice weight to it. This is going to be my go-to bug out knife, especially now that we're all on quarantine. Somebody comes over to my house, they're going to see how worthwhile this knife truly is. Anyway, yeah, Goatee Gear reviews here. Don't forget to check us out. We post stuff about survival and outdoor gear. And thanks for tuning in. Anyway, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks, guys.